Yeah. Thank you very much. This is a project called routing and switching project that we're going to implement. Mostly it's done by our students at Adventist University of Central Africa in networking and communication systems. So this course is called routing and switching. So this is the final project, the mini project that is done in that course. So by explaining this, like the two sites, the sites of head office and the site of branch office. So you have to configure that head office can be able to communicate with branch office and can get some resources, some services like we see DNS, HTTP, TFTP, email services, like. So this is what we're going to implement, and in the site of head office is configured in AGRP protocol, and branch office is configured in OSPF. So these VLANs that are included in the switch 1 and switch 0 and switch 1, and the names of VLANs and the gateway that will be used, and the network ID is the one. So let's go, like okay, let me show the questions that we are going to implement. Perform redistribution from head office to the branch office. So this is the main question that we have to do first of all. In order to do all of these questions that are following, we must firstly work with this question, and we make sure it's working properly, so that the PC from head office can be able to communicate with PC from OSPF on branch office. So let's first, we will use a tool called Packet Tracer. Okay, in my tutorial I'm using Packet Tracer version 7.2.2.1. So this is the diagram that we have to do. Let's first design the design of head office. We first work on the head office, which configured in AGRP. The second, we configure this on OSPF, and we do the distribution so that we can be able to communicate with any problem. Let's first design this. I'll come after designing. Okay, this is the design of head office. You see the design is the same. Let's first, you can see here we don't have the serial interface. First, let's import it. Physical power off, and let's provide 2. Now we can see now we have serial interface. Let's do it on the second. We have to do it in all routers so that we do not have any problem. I'll come after. Okay, let's link after finishing to import the serial interfaces. Let's first provide the interfaces on the switch and router, switch and PC. But before, let me explain. These computers, the first one is located in VLAN 10. As you see here, is located on VLAN 10 code cells, and the second VLAN 20, and the third is in VLAN 30. So you will see how I'm going to do it. This is the first Ethernet, the first one, and let's take the fourth one. I'll explain the reason why. I will explain it. And this one, let's take the seventh. Okay, and this one first Ethernet 00. To this, let's use first Ethernet 010. I explain the reason why, and also let's do it on the second switch. Sorry. No, I made a mistake. Let's take the fourth one. Okay, and the seventh, and this also we will take the 10th and first Ethernet 0. Okay, then let's take the serial 00. Oh, let's take this one, serial 00, serial 00, serial 00 to serial 001, and serial 0010 to serial 000. Okay, first of all, we have to this is the side of head office. Which has to be configured in AGRP 50. Okay, and network prefix 200.10.10.0/24. Okay, now you can do it like this. We take this. Okay, this is the notepad that we're going to use. This notepad I will put it in the description so that you can be able to get the configurations without any problem. You can copy and paste as I'm going to do it. Okay, switch 1 in our switch 0. Sorry, in our switch 0. Let's first come on switch, enable configure terminal, and we have 3 VLANs as we saw it. 3 VLANs. Before, let me first do show VLAN. Now you see that we don't have any custom VLAN. So let's do it. And if we do also do show VLAN, now you can see we have 3 VLANs: sales, students, and row. VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. Now let's assign. That's this where I was talking about. I'll explain the reason why that here we used first Ethernet 01, and this the fourth one, and this the seventh, because the second and the third will be included in VLAN 10, and the fourth, the 5th and 6th will be included in VLAN 20, and so on the second, on the third VLAN. So that's why we used the first. So in VLAN 10 we can have 3 computers, which assign the first, the second, and third. And the VLAN 10 can have 3 also, and vlan 30 also. Let's first do it, copy it. Now you can see here there is no any interface that's allocated on any VLANs, and let's do it here. We copy and paste. If we do also do show VLAN, now you can see it says we have 3 interfaces. In student we have 3 interfaces, and in row we have 3 interfaces. So this I took this F010 because it's not located in any VLAN, and that's why we have to the first was configured in mode access, but this one there have to be mode trunk, so that can be able to make the computers from different VLANs can be able to communicate, unless it will not work. Okay, thank you. Let's provide the IP addresses on switch 1. The VLAN 10 has the IP addresses in this network. This is the IP. Okay, IP. Let's copy it. It will have the gateway of 254. And the second one, this is 30. And 40. Okay, let's go in the second router on second switch. Okay, it will also have 3 VLANs. It's like the previous one. Let's paste it, and let's do the let's do this also. It's the same, but the problem, the difference is the VLAN 40, VLAN 50, and VLAN 60. The previous was the first, the 10, 30, and 40, and 10, 20, and 30. Okay, now I think show VLAN. Now I see it's like the previous one. Now what you're going to do is provide the IP addresses. Okay, on machines. This in the VLAN 40. VLAN 40 we have this IP. And VLAN 50. VLAN 60. Okay. Now the thing that you're going to do, let's first test if it's okay. VLAN 40, VLAN 50, VLAN 60. Now the thing is, we have to do the inter-VLAN routing so that the PC from this VLAN can be able to communicate with the PC from in this VLAN. So we have to do it in this router so that we can be able to communicate, to make communication go through. Let's first in this router, because it's the one which is going to be in between these VLANs, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. This is my commands. These are the ones. You see, this network is in the VLAN 10 as specified here. First Ethernet 00.10. 10 means there is the number of VLAN. This the network which is, this is the gateway that the PC has. Okay, let's paste it. Okay, now we can before let's say int f00 and we do no shutdown. That can be up. Okay, now let's see if we can be able to communicate. Now let's test if we can ping in the next VLAN 30 and 1. Now see, you can be able to ping. Let's ping the VLAN 30. Now you see we get the success message, all the 4. That message that we are sending, it's all received and 0 lost. Okay, now this is okay. Let's do on this also on this router. Let's first come now enable configure terminal, and we can do int f00 and we do not shut down. By first let's first test if we can ping so that you can see the difference. 192.168. Let's say .60 is located in VLAN on VLAN 50 60.1. Let's first see so that we can troubleshoot the problem. You see the request timeout, we cannot ping. The problem is we have to do the inter-VLAN routing so that the VLANs cannot be communicate between them without doing inter-VLAN routing. Okay, we have to do this VLAN 40, VLAN 50, and VLAN 60, and the network ID is this one, which the also on the machines has. Okay, test, and now we can see if it can. Let's see. Now you see, we sent 4, 3 is received and 1 lost. If we can do it the second time, now we do not have any which is going to be lost. Let's test the 60 VLAN 60 and we see. Now you see the success message also. Now according to the parts of VLANs, it's finished. Let's first do this on this. We use 200.10.10.0/data, and this we will use 200.10.10.0/. 10.10.80 because it's /30, and here you use 200.10.10.8, and here is 4.4. Okay, now let's come on router 0, and we have the IP. It's this one. Let's paste this. We have 10.1, and this neighbor will have 10.2. Let's first come on the router 1. As you see, it will use network.4. That's why it will have .5 here, and the neighbor will have .6. Let's come on this router again. On router 2, we have 3. Let's first have 3. 000 and 001. 000 must have .2, and 001 must have 10.6. Enable conf, and we do paste. Now you see. Let's configure this 0, 1, 0. We have, you see, the network is 200.10.10.8/30. That's what we have, 0.9 here. Okay, now let's come on the router 3, and 0 we have to 10. Enable conf, paste. Now see the problem that we have. All thing is set to true, but the problem is we cannot ping. We cannot say we are here and we do ping 192.168.10.1, one of the PC in the VLAN. We cannot ping. The problem is we have to do AGRP. AGRP is the protocol which allows us to advertise our network so that the neighbor can be able to communicate with neighbors also. Here in AGRP we say for example in this router, I can come in this router and say in my router my directly connected networks are these, so that in the neighbor router we'll be able to know we'll be able to know the networks that are connected to the neighbor also as the foreign, but be able to communicate. So let's do it so that you can see if the program will be finished. Let's come and do AGRP in router 0, and now you see each router will tell other routers that my directly connected networks are these. So the directly connected of these, remember we use a router AGRP 50 as provided in the question, and this the VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30, and also this network which is directly also connected to this router, which this the wicked mask 0.0.0.3, which says that we are using /30. Thank you. Let's continue. Now you see in my router I say these are my networks which are directly connected to me. Now let's come on router 1, and we do also the same. Paste. this VLAN 40, VLAN 50 and VLAN 60, and this also this network which is directly connected. Now let's come on the VLAN on the router 2. Is the 3 networks which are /30. And let's come on router 3. We are on the side of HRP, that's why we are not using the OSPF. We'll use it later. And paste. Now let's test. First we ping this one and not worked. Let's do it also just to test. Do ping 192.168.20.1. Now you see 100%. Now we can ping everywhere here. Let's also ping like 60.1. Now it's 100%. Now let's ping in VLAN 10 and see. Ping 192.168.20.1. You see it's working properly. Let's say 40. We do not have any problem. So it seems like we're in this side of head office. It's finished. Let's first go on this side of OSPF and we do it. Let me first draw. I'll come after drawing the side of OSPF. Okay, this is the design of OSPF in the branch office. Let's first can show it. Let's say OSPF1 area 0. This is the one that we're going to use, and this is the area 0. This is the branch office. Okay, now let's use the first. Also we have to do as we did before. Let's add the serial cables in our routers. Okay, and this one. Cables to join F00 to our switch and pieces. Okay, let's also use F00 to this one, and this is the server. The pieces from HRP must be able to communicate with this server in OSPF. Now we use access point to the access point router to access point. We use this cable called what to do here. So these machines must be able to access I saw in this question. We'll be able to take wireless connections without cables. So to be able to take on wireless connections, we have to remove this this Ethernet thing, and we can just bring this Linksys card, the wireless card, so that can be able to communicate. Now you see, it can be able to see it very well. Let's also remove, or you have to first power off the machines, you remove, and you can power on. And also this one must be able to receive also network connection. Now let's use this. Let's see this cable router to router, serial 00, serial 00, then serial 01, 001, serial 000, and serial 010, and serial 001. So the networks will be scheduled in this prefix network. The network prefix will be 171. Let's see 172.31.0, 172.31.0.0/24. Now we do subnetting here. We do subnetting, and this will result to use this. You see that the computers are only 5, so we have to use this network 0.0/29. This means that the availability computers must be equal to 6, or less than 6. So there's no need to use like /28, because the computers will be many. So we cannot waste the high number of IP addresses. So in this, the second, we also use 172.1.21.8/29 also, and this also 172.31.0. let's say .16/29, and this will become 172.31.0.24/30, because point to point. And let's come also here 172.0.28/30, and also this the final, which will have 172.1.32/30. Okay. Here is a mistake. Branch office. Now let's come on router 5. This one is router 5, and we do this. We have network 0 and network 28. Let's do it. They do paste. Okay. IP addresses on the machines 172.1.1.0.2 255.0 because the slash is 24. Let's copy this and paste here and use gateway as 1 as provided. 1 2 3 then gateway is 1 Now let's come on this router 6 9 on this 17 and this 25. Come on this router 4 and we have to include these. Okay, this is 26,000 and this is 29,001 and this is 33,010. Come here on router 3 and include this also 001 which has to be okay. That's 34. Enable quantity and do paste. Nice, see? Now also, as we configured HRP in this head office, now here we have to configure OSPF on this also. Let's come and see where to configure OSPF. Let's come on router 3 and we copy this OSPF because it's the one which is directly connected to this router as OSPF. Okay, let's come and paste router OSPF 1 network. My directly connected network is this one on the side of router 3. Let's come on the 4th router. The directly connected networks are this, and we copy it and we paste it here. Router 5, let's copy it. Router 5, it is this one and this one. Let's copy it and paste it. Now let's come on router 6. Then we can copy it them and paste it here. Okay, now let's see if we can ping. Let's see if we can ping 172.172.1.0. like computer. Let's ping this computer which have this IP, and let's see. I have 80%. I can have 100%. Now it's okay. Now this computer do not have, this server do not have the IP address. Let's provide the IP address 172.31.0.10 255.0 172.31.0.9. This computer also do not have IP addresses. Let's have static IP addresses for now. 192.1.0.18. This has 17. This has to be 19. And this has to be 17. Now let's see if we can ping this computer also. This one. Ping 172.1.0.2. Now you see can be able to ping, but if we can, if we try to ping 172.168.20.1 and this AGRP side head office, let's start ping before. You see destination host and reachable. So because there are two sides which are configured in different networks, this is configured in AGRP and this is configured in OSPF. Even we cannot take this computer here, cannot take this computer and try to ping 192.168.20.2 when that's 30.2.1 for example. You see destination host unreachable. So to solve this problem we have to do this, the equation number 1. It's a lot of work, but it's the prerequisite to do all of the remaining equations. The remaining equations will be straight to the point, but the first we have to implement redistribution. Redistribution in the router which is be able to perform redistribution is this, which is in the middle, so that we can communicate between routing protocols. Now let's do the let's perform redistribution to make communication very easy. Now let's see where the commands are. Implement redistribution. Now we have to use this, only these 4 lines. Then router AGRP 50, so we can redistribute OSPF. We can use this matrix. Now let's do it in this router and paste it here. Now the work is done. Now let's test also. Let's do it, and you see, now you see you can be able to ping to other sides. Now also let's do it here. Now you can ping. Okay, Now let's test if we can ping in the OSPF site. Ping 192.31.0.3 for example. You see, we do not have any problem about pinging. Now this is the first part of this video. Let me come and continue in the second, which is going to deal with all these questions. This question will be very simple and stressful to the point. Now this is done. Let's use this screen that we can see that this question is done. Now let me continue with the following questions.